Idle talk in one's daily life constitutes a large part of time that is wasted. Gossiping, laughing at other people, spending hours telling people about recipes, the latest fashion or soaps on television, spending hours arguing about empty matters out of a sense of pride or engaging in idle discussion of politics are all forms of idle talk that cause people to waste their time. In addition to wasting one's time, such talk also causes one to forget the life of the hereafter and causes one to be unduly tied to this world. But the best talk one can engage in for the hereafter is to remember Allah and to initiate talk about His greatness and might. People must remember Allah when they speak and speak of His greatness, His matchless artistry, and the signs leading to faith that prove His infinite power. They must tell one another of the verses of the Quran and repeat Allah's mercy and compassion on them. Instead of wasting time on talking about their enmity toward one another, sins and other idle words, they should talk about goodness and fear of Allah toward one another. Command one another to good deeds and give one another good advice. They must constantly remind one another that Allah frees people from all troubles, as well as to have patience and display moral virtues, and speak of things that will earn Allah's approval. These are the subjects that will really be beneficial and useful to people. We are told in one verse, I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. You who believe, when you confer together secretly, do not do so in wrongdoing and enmity and disobedience to the Messenger. Rather confer in goodness and fear of Allah. Have fear of Allah, Him to whom you will be gathered. It must not be forgotten that when people speak about empty and senseless matters, they are wasting their time. The time spent talking in a manner compatible with Allah's approval is never wasted, since it always attracts a fine and auspicious reward. Aware of this, believers strive never to fall into empty conversation. When such an environment does arise, they change the subject and try to create one in which Allah is remembered. Allah reveals this exemplary behavior by believers in the Quran as follows. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. Those who do not bear false witness and who, when they pass by worthless talk, pass by with dignity,